Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2022 general reading. We are looking at the first half of September from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for the water sign of Scorpio. Welcome as always. Thanks for taking the time for being here and watching this or any of the videos on my YouTube channel. Your likes, shares, those of you that subscribe, hit that subscribe button if you feel so inclined. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, always a note of gratitude before we begin, because I am grateful for all of it, right? Excuse me. So, this is for you, Scorpio, for the first half of September 2022. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Scorpio, it's relevant if you're cross-watching for a Scorpion. It's a general reading, so as many of you know, it's always going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, if you know them, because they can bring in additional insight into your own particular situation. And if you find that something does connect with you really deeply, you resonate with something, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, take a deeper look at it for yourself, or as a gift for a friend, family, or loved one. Personal readings do make great gifts as well. Feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link with this video. I would be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings, and I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent at scheduling people in as quickly as possible, so message me if that's something you would be interested in. Okay, Scorpio, let's move into your reading for the first half, September 2022, 1st through the 15th. For Scorpio, I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with one of the Gilded Tarots. And we begin, Scorpio, with abundance, the Empress, fertility, mothers, giving birth to something new. Something that could be very abundant. Could be focusing on yourself. Sometimes the Empress can represent, indulging in things for yourself. Because it's a card that represents a full harvest, an abundance of it's fertility time. It's about giving birth to new things, and it makes you feel quite abundant. Sometimes, again, this can represent self-indulgences, like doing indulgent things for yourself that feel good, or somebody who sees you this way. It's a good time for fertility, for conception and pregnancy as well. With the Page of Wands, messengers, but with the Empress, for some of you, this could be about a mother-child relationship, whether it's a young child or an adult child, and it could just be getting pregnant or giving birth as well. Others of you for whom that doesn't resonate at all, it's giving birth to something new, because in that particular instance, the Page of Wands is the Page of Fire. Pages can represent being at the beginning of a path. Here the Page of Wands is just starting out to learn, and the slate is wiped clean, and there's momentum. Okay. Next we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or somebody who's manifesting as the Queen of Wands. Decisive, fiery, action-oriented. Some of you, this may be a fire sign individual or somebody who manifests like that, who's significant somehow here. Some of you, it could be the energy you're manifesting during this 2-week period of time. The Queen of Fire or the King. It's a general reading, so it could go either way. The Queen of Wands comes with the energy of the Ten of Coins. Long-term stability and security, inheritance, family home, family money, family property. Coins or pentacles is governed by the element of earth, which usually focuses on the area of life that we work to gain and acquire and maintain stability and security. Finances, money, work, home, property, assets. Can even represent long-term relationships, the culmination of the long, slow accumulation of something, so that you're not worried about next week, next month, next year. This is long-term stability and security. Interesting. Next we have the Ace of Wands. Aces represent the number 1, so it's the start of something new, or the opportunity for that. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs what goes on in our minds. Truths, knowledge, information, education, perspectives, ideas, ideologies, how we look at things. So the Ace of Swords is kind of something being revealed. a truth, seeing something for the reality that it is, sudden insight. And sometimes the Ace of Swords can be uncomfortable, even though it's traditionally considered a card of success from truth. And what that can mean is you look at a situation, all of a sudden you see it for what it really is, a situation, a person. All of a sudden you see it and you're like, that's really what it is. It might not be something you like, but it is what it is. In that space, that energetic space, you can choose to make, based on this truth, you can choose to make better decisions to create a healthier reality for yourself moving forward. And that's what the Ace of Swords offers. I say offer because free will. We can see the truth of a situation, but not want to act on it, right? But this is the truth coming in, or something being revealed, or some kind of insight here with the Queen of Cups, which is likely you, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy, lovely. The Three of Cups, the party card, highly social energy. This card is just about getting together with people that you love, that you care about, having a good time, drinking, dancing, conversing, positive social connections in your community. That's kind of where the energy is focused the first half of September, Scorpio. Some of you may be celebrating getting pregnant or giving birth. Might be that for some of you. You're invested in long-term future now. Some of you, it might be celebration because you're starting something that has the hope and the promise of abundance. I'm feeling a but in here somewhere. I think it's going to come out when we clarify. Let's clarify that overall energy of the Three of Cups. I mean, there might not be a but you have to deal with this. I mean, it might not be that way. Sometimes life is in cycles. We can go through cycles where it's all good. There's nothing particularly challenging. Sometimes it's the opposite, right? That's the ebb and flow of life. All right. Three of Cups is overall energy. I know I've been stating in my videos, it's a different look for me with my hair pulled back. Usually for my generals, it's all down, but I'm going through some hot weather right now, so it's easier to have the hair back. Okay, Three of Cups. The Hanging Man. Not taking action, waiting, watching something playing out. The Page of Swords, conversation, news. The Three of Cups again. Looks like you're getting ready to do something, or planning on something, or planning a party, or getting ready for there to be kind of a reunion or a social time getting together. And the fact that the focus is on it twice, it's like, because the Hanging Man implies that right now, or right at the time of this reading, you're not actually doing anything right now. I mean, you're not doing the party thing or the social thing or whatever this is, but you're talking about it, you're planning it, really looking forward to it. It's kind of a double focus here. Clarify the Empress. Oh, the Two of Cups. Soulmates, kindred spirits, or a really great union. I mean, this can represent the merging of two companies that works out well for everybody involved, right? But the Two of Cups is a traditional soulmate card because it represents a really beautiful union. That's clarifying the Empress. The Knight of Coins. Knights always represent offers and opportunities for change. Excuse me. Every time I run the air conditioner, which I have to do because it's hot, it always dries my throat out. Pardon me. So Knights represent offers and opportunities for change. The Knight of Coins or Pentacles is the Knight of Earth. So he's a little slower than his brother Knights, but he always crosses the finish line. It feels here like, so there's a relationship tied up in here somewhere, and I say it that way because, I mean, it's not all relationship focused, right? It might be that a relationship is the central focus here, but it might be that It's just you and a partner, or you and a best friend, because the Two of Cups can represent best friends or kindred spirit. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. There's the hope of building something here. Something that step by step is going to prove to be abundant and stable and secure in the long term. Again, the stories I'm getting here is actually getting pregnant or giving birth. You're starting your family. You're looking down the road at that future. Some of you, it's you and a partner. Could be business, building something, or maybe getting the funding, or, really kind of having that kind of, there's a team here that's wanting to build moving forward. Could be about the relationship itself, like moving forward towards, I don't know, moving in together, getting married, that sort of thing. Page of Wands. The Devil. Pretty strong connection. Can represent obsessions and addictions, something you feel really tied to. The thing about the Devil is it's usually an unhealthy attachment because it's too much. It's unhealthy and it's become too much. The Seven of Coins. Taking a look at what you have invested in something already and asking yourself, should I continue? Should I make changes? Is it possible? Can I grow this from a 7 to a 10? Or should I just harvest what I can and go somewhere else? It feels like you have hope of building something, but I think you've had this in this particular situation or relationship before. And it may be because the caution I'm getting, and maybe this was the but that I was feeling for some of you. This may only be for some of you that are in relationship where this reading would be about that relationship. But it feels like for some of you, be careful about being pulled back into yet another cycle because you get distracted by whatever this Three of Cups is. Oh, we're going to get together, it's going to be great, and we're going to reunite and all of this. And you start thinking, well, maybe it is possible, but there's an element in here that's not entirely healthy, so be cautious of that. Let's clarify this Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Ten of Coins. Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped, feeling bound to something or someone. Faith, which is the Hierophant in other decks. But here it really literally represents more faith than a traditional institutional energy. And the Three of Wands, which is more of a patient waiting card, but it's feeling positive, hopeful, and optimistic about the future because you're starting to see some little benefits now. Again, this is... with the Devil and that Eight of Swords, I mean, the Devil card energy, regardless of what it represents, it may represent anything from drug addiction to an unhealthy relationship. It's obsessive energy, and it's usually unhealthy. But the Devil entraps and enslaves through something tempting, meaning that it's something that either is unhealthy or our obsession with it, the amount that we pour into it, has become unhealthy. But there's something about us that keeps pulling us back in, and we start telling ourselves, oh, I need it because of this, or oh, I should do it, justifications, because that's what the Eight of Swords is. Oh, I can't detach because of this, or I can't leave because of that, There's always a way, even if it's hard. And this is like almost an unhealthy level of attachment to having faith that it's going to work out in the future, even though it hasn't worked out the last 50 times maybe, right? So again, I'm feeling a bit of caution here. It's like you get so distracted by the fun stuff that every time the fun stuff comes up, you dive into it, and then you start coloring the entire future with that. Oh, well, maybe it can work out, but it hasn't in the past, so why is this any different? Has something changed here? Maybe that's what this Ace of Swords, this seeing the truth, is really all about. Let's clarify that. Boy, we had a card just jump right out. Judgment. Major crossroads decision, which will probably be final, because there's an air of finality to judgment, which means that regardless of whatever you choose, that's probably what you're going to be sticking with for quite a long time. Meaning if you choose to return to a situation that isn't healthy, or stay in something that you're not satisfied with, but you get distracted temporarily, that's probably the pattern you'll be repeating for quite some time. If you make a decision to do something different, it'll change your life in a way that you also won't come back from. 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Yeah, leaving something you have a historical connection with. What about the Queen of Cups here, which is likely you? Oh. 10 of Swords, surrendering to a painful ending, but you know it needs to be, even though it's painful and it may come with a sense of betrayal or feeling thrown under the bus. It's surrendering to an ending. 5 of Cups, grief, loss, regret, yes. And strength, the strength to do that, the strength to walk away from something which is inherently unhealthy. It's like you've detached from something, or you're trying to, and then where'd that Devil card go? Where'd our Devil? Here we go. But here comes the Devil card. Here comes the Devil going, oh, but all of this, and it's so beautiful, and it's so fun, and yeah, let's get together again, and it's great when you are, but then there's always that reality kicking back in, right? It's illusionary what the Devil offers. What the Devil offers kind of will kill you, but you just keep returning to it. It's kind of like living in a beautiful soap bubble, right? Temporarily. You forget when you're in there because it's all iridescent and shimmery and reflects all these colors, and it's lovely. But illusions by their very nature are dangerous, right? Because they have no flaws, they have no faults. So when that beautiful soap bubble, the experiences that you have when you're in this situation or in this relationship or with this person is beautiful, but when that soap bubble brushes up against reality, it pops, and that popping can be quite painful. And over time, as you go through that sensation over and over and over again, I think here, some of you at least are going to make the decision to let go of this, even though it's painful, even though you have a history with this person, place, or situation, because you see that it's, that this is just what it's going to continue to be, right? Anything final? Yeah. 6 of Swords, healing. Slowly but surely moving away from the source of that. Healing has its good days and bad days too, particularly in its beginning, but you're not quite on the shore and on solid ground yet, but you've left the worst behind you and you're headed in the right direction. The 9 of Coins, independence, self-sufficiency, self-confidence, getting your moxie back. Oh, and then look at this, the Fool, a brand new journey in a totally different direction with different opportunities in front of you. And the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, getting what you want. It just lies on the other side of making the decision to end a cycle that is unhealthy and not trying to tell yourself it's something that it isn't, or that it's going to be something that it isn't ever going to be. I think we've all been through this at least once in our life, right? Okay, I think I'll stop it there. Scorpio, those are your messages for the first half of September. I hope that you found them helpful and useful in kind of thinking about however that's relevant to you in your story. In that sense, I always hope that it's helpful, even if it's not the most rainbowy and unicorns and skittles of readings. Sometimes it's things that we need to hear to put things in a more clear perspective. So in that sense, I hope that it was helpful for somebody out there listening. So, all right, that's it. Again, if any of this resonates with you, you'd like to take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone, email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com, which you can also see by clicking the description link. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the September mid-month readings. Take care until then, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye-bye.